Hey guys, so today I'm doing my everyday makeup routine. This is highly requested. This has been highly requested for the longest time. So I'm excited that I'm showing you guys this today and I hope you enjoy, so keep on watching. So I'm going to start out with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade Sand Beige. This is what it looks like. I'm running out, but I love the coverage of this. And if I'm looking over here, that's because my mirror is over there. So yeah. But anyways, I love this coverage. It's not like full coverage. It's pretty glowy. It's like medium coverage. You can really build it up, but I just love the way it makes my skin look. It makes it look very skin-like and not like I have 100 pounds of foundation on. So I highly recommend this. I've been using it for a few months now. So yeah. And did I clean my Real Techniques blender before I started this video? No. Do I care? No. Is it real? Yes. So that's just how it is. And make sure to blend it down your neck. And I do put it underneath my eyes a little bit, just so I don't have to use so much concealer afterwards. Next, I have an OG favorite. It's the Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline in the shade Fair. I like a really light under eye just to brighten because I have really dark circles. I just like the bright look. So I just put like that much on and I blend it with my Real Techniques sponge. I keep one side for cream and then the other side for powder. So I just use my cream side, just dab it in. And I do put it on my eyelids because my eyelids are dark also. So I just tap that in. And then a trick that I like to use is I use the foundation side and I just blend the edges just so it's all seamless and it's not just like light and then dark and it's just like, it looks like a raccoon kind of. So okay, so I have a little friend right here, kind of rude, but anyways. I use a Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer in the shade Nude. It's a little bit dark for me, so I just put it on my hand just a little bit, and then I take my LA Girl Pro Color foundation mixing pigment. This is like, I just love this because I don't have to buy a million foundations, a million concealers. I just mix this in with something that's too dark for me, and then I just mix it all together and it creates a lighter shade. So I just put it on my problem areas or anywhere that I want a little bit more coverage since the foundation doesn't give too much. It's a little light, but we'll fix it with powder and stuff. I'd rather have it lighter than darker, if you know what I mean. I'm just wiping that off. And I'm just gonna dab it in with the foundation side of the Real Techniques sponge. If I see anywhere where it's not as blended, I just go ahead and tap that in. And since my eyelids are creasing already because I haven't put powder on, I'm just gonna smooth that out. Just make sure everything's blended before we put any powder. Now I'm gonna take another OG product, the Coty Airspun powder. I tap the top because I take the sifter out because it's just kind of annoying. And I like to dunk my sponge in it, so I just take the powder side now. I dunk it in here, tap it off, and I bake. And I do bring it down my nose just so the oils can't come through, if you get what I mean. Like, I get pretty oily around my nose because I do have a luminous foundation on. And I put some on my eyelids, just like the rest that's remaining on the sponge. Okay, so now I take the Aqua Assurance Compact Foundation from J-Cat Beauty in the shade Ivory. I really like this. Sometimes I use it on its own. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of full coverage. It just depends what kind of brush you use, honestly. So I don't tap into it, you know, that much because I already have foundation on. But it really sets the makeup and keeps it intact because it is a powder foundation. I do leave the bake under my eyes just because I like to sweep that away with a lighter powder. You don't have to. I'm just kind of extra with that. It's just, you know, whatever. But yeah, so it doesn't completely mattify my face. It just sets it in place. And then once I set everything with setting spray, it really like meshes everything together. Now I take another powder, which you completely don't have to. I'm just extra. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage powder foundation in the shade, I think it's Porcelain. It's ripped off. I can't really see. Yeah, Porcelain. And I just take this JH07, just tap a little bit and I tap it off, and then I just tap it in and then I sweep. Tap, sweep, tap, sweep. Tap it in, sweep it, sweep it. And I put that around my nose, in between my eyebrows, on my chin. So I used to use the Too Faced bronzer, but with like the gold shimmer in it. And then in my video that I posted the other day, trying out new products, I tried the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Sunset Striptease, and it totally replaced it. I love it. Here's what it looks like, the shade. It's a lighter contour shade, but it's very buildable, and I think it's a perfect shade match for me. So, and I love a good bronze. Oh, and I use the JH05 for that. So I just pick up my hair. I don't know, it's a habit that I have, and I really get it into the cheekbone area. And you see what a difference that makes? Like, look, this side looks a lot more lifted and this side just like, you know, normal, I guess. So I think by pulling the hair up and getting right in that area helps. It could be all in my head, but I think it works, so that's what I do. See, I think it looks so nice. And then I just take a little bit and I run it across the temples, like my forehead area. I like to look really bronzy. Like I've been in the sun, which I haven't. Make sure to blend it down the neck. The same bronzer, I use the Kala brush. This is like from TJ Maxx or something. This is what I use to contour my nose. It's an eyeshadow brush, I believe, but I think it's nice for nose contour. I don't know. I'm no professional, but this is what I think looks best on me. And it looks crazy at first, but then I bake with the airspun and it ties everything together. So yeah, it looks kind of crazy now, but we'll take the powder side and just go around that. And then I also go underneath the contour. I don't do this every day, but I do it most of the time. So I'm just gonna leave that there while I put blush and highlighter on. So my holy grail, I guess quad, is this Becca and Malika palette. You can see it literally has fingerprints all over it. It's all scratched off. I've had this forever, since it first came out. This is the Chloe one. I've beat this up. I use this every single day. This bronzer, I finished this like so long ago because, you know, I love to be bronzed. The blushes I use every day. The highlight I mix around. It's a good highlight. It's just I like to mix up my highlight. And I have backups in my drawer. If you take one thing from this video, you need to buy this. Like, if it's still available, I'm not sure. I hope it is, because it's a fantastic product. So then I just take my JH06 brush and I just mix the two blushes together. And I just put on the apples of my cheeks and I bring it up, because I feel like it helps with like lifting my face. And blush is the first thing to go away. So I like to put a little bit more and then it fades away throughout the day. So doesn't it's just amazing. You need it, go buy it, please go buy this. Now for highlight, I just switch it up every day because I just love highlight and I like testing out new things. Sometimes I use old products that I've forgotten about. So today I'm going to use the Becca Champagne Pop, you know, the Jaclyn Hill collab. I love it. This has been my favorite for a really long time. And this is just the one that I want to use today. So, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of Jaclyn Hill. I have all her brushes. I have the JH09 when I apply this highlight. I pretty much have all of her collections except for the new eyeshadow palette she just came out with. But I didn't think I needed it. I just have so many and I'm trying to downsize in my collection, even though I buy makeup every other day. But I have way too many eyeshadow brushes. But this highlight is just a classic. And I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks too, because I feel like it adds a good, like, youthful look. I don't know. But yeah, I just love this product also. Now it's time to brush off the bake, and I use the Farrah brush in Contour 218M. I got this in my Ipsy, I believe, one time. I don't know, I just like it to, I buff it in and then I sweep it away just to make sure I don't, you know, wipe away any product. So that's how the face is looking. Now that I have a million pounds of powder on my face, I just like to brush out my eyebrows and take out all of that powder so that I can fill them in. I'm pretty blessed. I have pretty full eyebrows. I just like to shape them a little bit more, not so much like fill them in. So I'm going to show you how I do that. This has been a favorite of mine for so long. It's the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Taupe. As you could tell, this is very loved. I've been through like 3 of these. I have like 3 of them in my drawer. Every year for Christmas, my mom, my grandma, everybody buys me this just because they know I love this so much. And I ask for it every single year. So yeah. And this year, for Christmas, they had like a little bundle for, you know, the brow powder, the Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B brush, and a mini brow gel. Love it. That was like such a phenomenal deal. I don't know if they still have it. If they do, go check it out. So yeah, I just fill in my eyebrows. I take the dark shade, you know, I tap it off, and I just underline my eyebrows. I use hair-like motions, I guess you could say. And you don't have to be so precise with this. I do it pretty messily, to be honest, because I clean it up with concealer anyways. So I just outline them to the shape that I want. And when I'm satisfied, I just take a little bit more of the dark powder and I just fluff some of that in there just so it's all even. And I just spoolie it out. And I like putting the darker powder more towards the front, a little like middle to end. And then I stop, I do the next eye, and then I finish my eyebrows. Okay, so now that I've underlined and I guess overlined my eyebrows, I just add a little bit of the light brow powder and I just flick it up in the front so the hairs look super natural. And they're kind of messy. I'm not so happy with the shape, but I'm gonna carve it out with concealer. Now I take the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade, I'm not really sure, light 33C. I didn't really like this under my eyes and I don't want to waste this product. It looks so good, but it creases so bad. And I really wanted to love it. I've been using it for maybe 2 weeks and I just can't. It creases so bad and at the end of the day, it just doesn't look good. So I don't want to waste it, of course, so I just use it to carve out my concealer. So I just go underneath the brow. And sometimes I go over the brow if I've messed up or if I started the arch too close to the inner corner. Just a little bit, and then I tap it in, and I'm just going to do that to the other eye. Now that I'm satisfied with the shape and everything like that, and I've carved them out, I use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel that came in my kit, and I just lightly comb them up. And at first, I didn't know what the hype was about this product. I was like, it's just a normal eyebrow gel, like, it's overpriced. I could just use a drugstore one. But no, I don't know what's in here. It makes the hairs like wet and very, it just stands out behind all of that product that I've used, and it makes it look so natural, so feathery. I love it. I'm going to repurchase this once I'm done. It's one of my new favorites. I'm glad I tried it out. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes with the Tarte eyelash curler. This is also a gift set so many years ago. I think I got this in like 9th grade or something like that. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever that was. It's amazing. I love it, and I love the sparkles on it. It's so cute. It usually takes me a while to use my Ipsy products. I don't know why. I usually stick with the same mascara, but this name caught my eye, the Thrive Cosmetics. I've never heard of it, and it's called the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara, and I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. So I ended up trying it, and I'm in love with it. Unfortunately, it is $25, like the full size, and they only sell it in certain Ultas. But this mascara is life changing, I'm telling you. And it comes off like a dream. You literally just use any cleanser or any makeup remover and it comes off right away. It doesn't come, bleed, or, it doesn't sit on your eyes either. You know how like some bottom mascara gets on your concealer and stuff like that? It doesn't happen. It dries quickly, and it really does make your lashes look like lash extensions. And also, I forgot to mention, it's cruelty free, and it's one of the clean makeup brands, so it is good for you. And I like, you always want to put good products around your eyes because your eyes are so sensitive. So this is usually my trouble side, and like, I don't know. So now that all the makeup is done, I just take my Morphe setting spray and I drench myself in this. I cannot live without this product. I feel like it just lets everything soak in and make it look so much more natural. It's my favorite, one of my favorite products that I can't live without. And I always repurchase it. I've been through a million of them, and I will keep buying them. Usually I just finish off like this. On a day-to-day, I usually don't put any lipstick on or anything. If anything, I always put the Laneige sleeping lip mask on. That's what I have on right now, but I will show you if I do wear lipstick and lip liner, this is what I use. So I'm just gonna show you that. So my favorite lip liner is the KKW lip liner in Nude 1.5. So I'm just gonna apply that. This is like my perfect lip shade. It's not really sharpened, so let me go sharpen that. And someone took my sharpener, so let me go look for that. I round out this side a little bit more because it's a little flatter, I guess you could say. The other side is just more round. My lips are kind of uneven, so I don't overline too much. I just more or less even out my lips. So once I line them, I use the KKW Nude 3. I have a million nude lipsticks, like a million. And this is my favorite. I feel like this is my perfect color. And then I just add a little bit and then I blend with my finger. Right, so that is my finished makeup look. How I get my glowy, glassy skin. This is my lip shade. This is usually what I'm wearing in any like Instagram photo, If you see me day to day, this is usually what I'm wearing if I am wearing lipstick. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was super requested even before I started my YouTube channel, so I finally did it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Leave any video requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.